everyone, this is Kona, and what we're going to be doing in this comparison is looking at when you're comparing numeric and numeric data, also compared by a categorical variable. And for this one, we're going to use a scatter plot. So an example question: is there a difference in the relationship between time spent exercising each week and glasses of water drank each day for pet owners versus non-pet owners? So that sounds kind of crazy, right? So basically what we're doing is, for this one, we've got the categorical of, do you have a pet? Yes or no. When you do this type of scatter plot, it really is better to only have 2 or 3 answer options at the most. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of get a little ugly and crazy. But so basically you're comparing, for pet owners, does their exercise and drinking water habits, that relationship, have anything to do with pet ownership? Yeah, that sounds crazy, but you know what? I think once you see it, it'll be okay. So let's go ahead and come over here. We are using this Intro to Minitab example data that all of you have access to. And we're going to go to Graph, Scatterplot. This time we're going to do with groups and click OK. So similar to before, it doesn't really matter which variable is your y and which is your x, because these are both your numeric variables. In this case, I'm just going to use hours exercise and then glasses of water, but it doesn't matter. You could flip-flop them and it's not going to make a difference. What does matter is for this categorical variable, this is where you're going to actually put your categorical variable. Make sure you pick the right one. So make sure, yep, double check. So it is pet, and then we're going to go ahead and click OK. And what do we have? Hopefully you can see no pet is in the blue and pet owners are in the red. So for this one, looking at this, this is kind of interesting, right? Because it looks like people who have pets tend to drink more water, kind of. I mean, if you look at the water consumption, so here, like, go all the way down to 6, or gosh, even like 5 probably, and you've got basically all of the pet owners, or not all of them, but they're all pet owners who are drinking more than 5 glasses of water, versus you've got hours exercise and, versus the people who don't have a pet. And so that's kind of an interesting dichotomy there, a dichotomy being a different, interesting difference between the two of them. So for this one, I think you could talk about the fact that it appears that pet owners drink more. So why is that? Well, maybe it's because they have to worry about getting their pets drinks. And as they're worrying about their pets, they think, oh, I'll have a glass of water too. I don't know, but it just kind of looks like that. Now, in terms of hours exercise, it looks like people who don't have pets exercise, a pretty good amount too, even though, hey, that one person who drank a lot of water and exercised a lot did have a pet. So just saying. But the next person who exercised the next most, 14, he also had a pet but didn't drink a lot of water. But maybe, so, here if you want to look at amount of exercise, you can kind of split it off the top, go down to 8 and say, oh, well, it does look like, yeah, there kind of is. You only have 3 of the no pet owners up here in the most exercise area, and most of the non-pet owners are down here in the lower exercise. So, something to look at, something interesting. It also might be something that if you wanted to, you could follow up with. And what you could follow up with, and I know this is kind of not related, but you could always follow up and do, say, descriptive statistics to kind of compare. So you could come up and do your basic stats, and you could say, instead of hours exercise by pet, let's look at glasses of water by pet, and click OK. And it looks like pet owners drink more water. So yeah, so if you look at it here, so what I'm doing, I'm not looking at this one right now, I'm looking here at the descriptive statistics. You can see that the mean for pet owners is 6.73 glasses of water versus non-pet owners, which is 3.278. And you could even kind of look at this box plot. So this is where one thing kind of might lead into something else, and I know we're off topic, so I'm going ahead and close it, but sorry, this is where I get excited, because you can start looking at data and start seeing patterns or seeing things that you can then kind of dig into a little bit more. So, I don't know. Hopefully you found this interesting, and good luck with your comparison data.